Early on in this game, Tigers are down by 2 players. So release up court by Lucy at Hems, but misses. 2-ball attack from Tigers, doesn't find a target. Tigers just have 1 ball now. So another successful dodge there by Baines, very pleased with that, and also gets Tigers 4 balls. So, minute 15 left of this set. Tigers looking for a hit, double at Coldrick. Don't manage to make the hit though. Free throw from Soda, no hit, gives Spartans 4. And they throw 3 at Hems, but a little bit disjointed in their targeting there. Means it's easier for dodge there for Hems. So 40 seconds left. Tigers 3-ball attack, get the hit, but there's no defense against Barrington, who takes out Baines. So Tigers still down by 2 despite getting that hit. 27 seconds left. Single from Spartans. They're just looking to use up the time. But again, Tigers throw 2 balls at 2 different targets, don't get any hits, and again, give Spartans ball possession. So Spartans with 4. Throw 2 over Soden's head. Hems coming up for the attack. Misses Coldrick. And then, yep, a hit at the end, but doesn't make a difference. Spartans still up by 1 player at the end of that set. 2-0 to Spartans. So Spartans win the middle ball in the opening rush. Elect not for a quick start. Just reset with the 3. Single from Barrington at Hems. And a single return from Bacon. No hits either side. Single from Storch. Another single from Bacon. Storch, I think, a little bit annoyed, thought she could have caught that one. So both teams a little bit hesitant in this game, trading singles backwards and forwards. But a trade, ooh! Time paused. So Hems getting hit, potentially in the face from quite close distance there. But there was a trade before that point on the Tigers side between Bacon and one of the Spartans players. And then Hems managed to take out Coldrick, but then was taken out by Barrington. So I think there's a discussion now between the referees about whether that would be a cardable headshot. Obviously, it was very close distance, but it depends whether Hems was going down at the time, because if she's already going down and changing position, then potentially that means that there was nothing Barrington could do about that. So that appears to be the ruling, because Barrington still on court. So we are now level in this set. Double attack at Rose. She tries to get hands on one of them, but can't keep hold of it. And then the running counter takes out Chung. So still level. Single from Barrington at Baines. And then a trade between Mans and Bruce. So 2 apiece. Oh, and a lovely throw from Barrington. Takes out Baines on her left foot. So just Soden in now. On her own. Against 2 Spartans. Barrington blocks Soden's ball, and both balls go high, and then a nice aces call there. So throwing 1 ball high and 1 ball central. Soden jumps to try and catch the first one, but then gets hit by the second one on the way down. So Spartans take the second set. It is now 4-0. Spartans again winning that ball in the middle, but just resetting and going. Single blocked by Bacon. Throw from Barrington, blocked by Hems. A little bit of a battle going on between those 2 wingers there. Yeah, Barrington once again throwing at Hems, but blocked. And the single from Tigers doesn't mind to find a hit. So a lot of aggression coming from Spartans at the moment. Attempted, yes, so Babola manages to get the hit on Bacon. Bacon doesn't manage to hit Babola, but she does unfortunately line fault in the process of doing that trade. 3-ball attack at Baines. 2 very nicely placed balls high on her means difficult for her to catch one, and she is out. Single from Soden. Retaliation from Storch gets out Hems. Three balls to Spartans. No, 4 balls to Spartans. 3-ball attack at Rose takes her out. So just 2 Tigers left in against 5 Spartans. Only halfway through the set, but it is quite a lot to do. But Soden gets a nice hit on Chung, and Bruce takes out Storch. So after that exchange, Tigers only down by 1. Barrington forced to release a ball. Double attack takes out Coldrick, and then a lovely dodge from Soden, and manages to stay on court, so even better. So it's all square now, with 45 seconds left. Single from Barrington. No clear target there between the 2 Spartans players. Bruce holds her ground, misses Barrington, and then Mans takes her out. Soden with a single, but blocked by Mans. So just Soden left in on her own. 20 seconds left of the set. A line fault from Mans. So it's now level. 10 seconds left. Soden with 4 balls. Throws a single at Barrington. I think Barrington, happy to just let the clock run down. It will be a draw. So Tigers are finally on the board. But it is 5-1 to Spartans now in this first half. So around 3 sets left in this half. If Tigers could win those 3 sets, they will go into halftime up, but so far struggling to get a bit of traction against this very strong Spartan side. 3 balls to Tigers. Single from Bruce, no hits. Spartans threatening with the counter, but no clear target for them, so elect to reset. Oh, and then Rose. A ball at Rose goes up. She tries to reclaim it, but gets hit by a second in the process. So just a hit there on Rose. So Tigers now down by 1. Yeah, a single again. Trying to throw at Storch, but she's got a ball to protect herself. So And she's a very good blocker, so not an aggressive play there from Tigers. Again, another throw from Bruce at Barrington. And then Barrington tries to retaliate, but bounces just in front of Soden. Single from Baines, but straight at the chest of Chung, who catches it. And then an attempted trade, which unfortunately does not work out in Bruce's favour. So Tigers down by 2. Single ball attack, but easily dodged by Balboa. Minute left. 2-ball attack takes out Barrington. Not a lot of time left on the clock. Tigers still down by 2. They elect for another single. It is a good throw, but again, dodged by Chung. So, 30 seconds left. Single at Hems by Storch. And then a double counter takes out Storch, but Hems out in that exchange after a hit from Mans, and then Bacon also taken out on the other wing. So they got a single hit, but unfortunately they lost 2 of their players in the process, so now it's just all down to Soden with not a lot of time left on the clock. And Soden throws and gets caught by Chung. So another 2 points to Spartans. Score sits at 7-1. So it looks like a timeout called by Tigers. It's a good shout. 7-1, the score's starting to get away from Tigers at this point in the game. It does feel like Spartans are dominating here. Tigers' first phase of play isn't really working for them. I don't know if they need to go more aggressive on those singles. They're throwing a lot of the singles at the wingers. And obviously it's a lot harder to hit a winger because they've got balls to protect themselves with. So potentially looking to throw away from ball to 5 or 2. So that's the player just next to the winger to try and get the hits there, because they're not winning out in that second and third phase of play. Spartans are just dominating there. So if they can improve their first phase of play, the games will come easier for them. So there's 2:36 left of the half. So it'd be good for Tigers to go into the second half with a win in this final set of this first half. Single from Storch, dodged by Mackings. Bruce and Bacon putting on some pressure but not releasing. Reset for the 3. Single, lovely. So just as I was saying at that timeout, that Tigers really need to be hitting in a wing. They're throwing a lot of the wingers, and perfectly Mackings throws at Babula. And then a catch there by Soden at Chung. So Soden's really been making a lot of catches there. Not so much in this game, but looks like she's getting her eye in now. So Tigers now up by 2. And then a nice little cross court from Bruce at Storch, but luckily Storch just about managing to get her feet out of the way. Single from Soden. And then a trade between Bruce and Barrington, and then Rose gets the retaliation catch, which brings Bruce back in. So Tigers now up by 3 players, so much better set from them so far this game. Pre-throw from Bacon, and then dodges out of the way of the 2-ball retaliation. 3 balls to Tigers, they are up by 3. Oh, and then the lovely throw by Mans gets the feet of Baines once again. And a lovely 2-ball attack takes out Storch, and then Mans gets hit in retaliation. So Tigers now up by 3 players. So if they can finish this set early, oh, but nice hit by Millington on Bruce. But yeah, if Tigers could finish this set early, potentially they could get another set in before half-time and could bring the score closer if they win that set also. But I think Millington here will be really looking to eke out the time. They don't want to have another set before half-time. So balls collide in the middle, so no hit, and then throws at Rose, who gets the catch. So 7-3 to Spartans. There will be a short set. So Spartans win the runoff, and then they throw a lovely ball there from Babala at Baines, just to her left-hand side. Can't get a hand on it. Single down the middle from Bruce, but just between targets, and then a lovely threat in there from Mackings, shutting down Barrington. Throw from Barrington at Bruce. 20 seconds left. Tigers down by 1. They really need a hit here in this exchange. They do not get one. They do a 2-ball attack at Barrington. She blocks both. And then Mackins goes for the shot on Barrington, but misses and is hit out. So Tigers now down by 2. Bruce manages to get a hit on Babola before the end of time. However, Spartans still up by 1 player, so take that set. So going into halftime, Spartans are up 9-3. So Tigers with all of the work to do. That second to last set was a lot more promising, so if they can use that, if they can use that composure that they had in that set to get that win for the rest of the half, it could really be an exciting second half. And obviously Spartans just continuing to look to dominate. They're doing very well up court with a lot of hits there. So we are all go in the second half of this game. So obviously Tigers with a lot to do. Throw between Bruce and Barrington, doesn't find a hit either side. So all level. Again, very nice. Bacon again looking for the inner winger rather than the winger. Just about misses Babola, and then, oh, unlucky. So Soden, who's been making so many catches today, just drops that one from Millington. So Spartans up by one player. Spartans still up by one. They've got 2 balls. Tigers coming for the attack. Bacon reverting back to the original tactic of throwing at the winger, but Storch just easily blocks that, so the ball goes back to Tigers. And then Bruce trying to throw at Barrington, and then Barrington throws to the back of court over Hems's head and takes out Mackings, who's not really paying attention, I think, at the back of court. Again, Bacon throwing a single at the winger. And just bounces in front. And then a nice free throw hit from Bruce. Takes out Storch. Spartans still up by a player. But 5 balls, 2 Tigers. 2-ball attack. Nicely targeting either side of Millington. Takes her out. A 2-ball attack at Barrington, a high-low, but she ducks under and blocks and then charges up and hits out Bacon, who's lingering in the neutral zone there. So Spartans still up by a player after that exchange. Going for the single, much better. Going for an aggressive target, off wing. 15 seconds left. And a lovely hit from Bruce, free-throwing, takes out Mans. And the retaliation from Mans doesn't get the hit. So it's now level with 5 seconds left. A block from Rose from 2 retaliations. No throw from Tigers. It ends level. So the score is 10-4. Spartans winning the opening rush, resetting, and then going with the 3. Oh, but a throw from Millington is caught by Rose. Oh, not by Millington, by Babola. Apologies. And then Storch gets the hit on Soden, right on her toes. So it's all level again. Single from Barrington between the legs of Rose. 3 balls to Tigers. Still level. Yeah, Bacon throwing at Storch again, who, as per previously, blocks the ball back. Lots of singles either side, but no hits made. Still level. So Tigers coming up for the attack again. Another single from Bruce at Barrington, who once again blocks the ball back. And then a single from Hems bounces in front of Storch. Still level, 1.5 minutes left. Single from Bacon at Storch, who jumps. And then Mans gets the hit on the counter shot at Rose. And then Storch is not hit out by Mackings, but Coldrick does hit out Mackings while she's lingering up court after throwing at Storch. So yeah, as I said earlier in the first half, that up court play just isn't really working out for Tigers. Ooh, and a hit very close at Storch by Hems. But yeah, Tigers just not winning out in that up court play, generally going to Tigers in that place. So another single from Hems at the winger. Retaliation from Barrington. She's not looking to hit, she's just looking to give Tigers possession. It's working very well for them because Tigers kind of, but nice. They do go for a 2-ball attack, which is much better, but no hit on Coldrick. And then the double counter takes out Hems. And then Bruce managed to get out Mans. There's about 10 seconds left on the clock. Barrington throws at Bruce. She goes for the catch, but it is too wide and she can't get her hands to it. So another set to Spartans. Score is 12-4. So Tigers electing not to send a middle runner this time. Spartans throw the first ball, no hit. So 3-ball attack from Tigers. Single from Hems, looking for the inside winger. But it's quick retaliation from Barrington, luckily doesn't manage to make its hit on Hems. Single from Rose at Mans. Dodgers. A single from Mans hits Rose and ricochets it into Hems. Very good play. And then a throw from Bruce at Barrington is blocked, which then gives Spartans possession of 4, who are up by 2. 3-ball attack takes out Bacon. Babula also out in that attack, but Spartans still up by 2 players. So Spartans take out Mackings. Millington also out in that exchange, but again, Spartans still up by 2. Single from Soden, misses Mans. 3 balls for Spartans. A invalid attempt from Lisa Storch. I think she was looking to just put it over Soden's head, but comes out of her hand a little bit oddly. Single from Soden at Mans. Oh, and a lovely throw from Mans at Soden. Soden again looking for that catch, but can't keep hold of it. Bruce searching out Coldrick, and then a high ball from Barrington. She reads it well because Bruce does tend to jump on her dodgers, so throwing high is more likely to get a hit than throwing low. Pre-throw, and then yet once again, Bruce looking for that catch, but that ball's just a bit too high. Bruce at Barrington, who blocks it back. Again, Spartans are going to look to block as many balls back as possible because they don't want to have to throw. They want Bruce to have to throw out this set. So once again, Bruce throws at Barrington, who blocks it back. That's what they're going to use as a tactic. She needs to find a different target. There we go, throws at Mans, dodges out the way, which gives Spartans possession, but then a quick retaliation from Barrington. Luckily hits the back wall, so isn't retained. And then Bruce just going to stand there, but Barrington misses anyway. And then Bruce hits Barrington on the back track, but it is now time. So another set to Spartans, taking the score to 14-4. So we've got about 5 minutes left on the clock. 2 sets in it. 2 sets left, even. There's been another timeout called by Tigers, or Oh, I think an injury potentially. So just a pause in play while we attend to an injury on the Tigers side. And we go again. So it looks like Bruce potentially has been taken off with an injury at the end of that set. And a lovely catch by Chung on Bacon. It was a nice low hit. It was a nice low throw on the inner winger, but unfortunately just read perfectly by Chung there. And then a catching out by Hems, catching Chung, but hit out by Storch. Brings Bacon back in. So all level. A very high pre-throw from Barrington, straight over the heads of all of the Tigers. I don't think that's really what she was intending. Single from Rose at Barrington, blocked away. So 3 balls for Tigers. Single at Millington, but doesn't manage to make the target. Oh, and then, yeah, Storch throws over the head of Soden, and then a retaliation comes in by Mackins, but a little bit too delayed, and Storch easily to read it and makes the catch up court. So Spartans now up by 2. Pre-throw from Rose doesn't manage to make a target, and the throws from Spartans also fails to find a hit. Single from Coldrick is caught by Rose. Very center of mass, unfortunately, was that throw. So it is now, Spartans are level on players. Three balls to Spartans. Single from Storch, and then a trade between Soden and Mans keeps the score level. Single from Bacon at Mans, retaliates at Hems, blocked. Another throw from Barrington at Hems, also blocked. So there will be 3 balls to Tigers. Still level. Single from Rose at Millington. And then Chung takes another catch from Bacon. And then Baines gets the hit on Storch at the end, but unfortunately, Spartans with 2 players in hand, unfortunately, means Spartans take another set. The score is 16-4. So this should be the final set of the half. So the final set begins. Tigers winning the middle ball for the first time, I think, this game. Now this just a lovely hit on Millington there, and then the retaliation from Chung takes out Bacon. Barrington taking out Rose and then getting her ball back. So it is level. 2-ball throw. Attack takes out Hems, but Barrington also lost in that exchange, so it stays level. A 2-ball attack takes out Coldrick. She just goes to block, but just gets hit on the back. So 4 balls to Spartans. They're down by 1 player. Attempted catch by Storch, but doesn't make it. So just Chung left in. Throws a safe single at Mackins. There's not long left on the clock. So 3-ball attack from Tigers, misses, also the free throw from Chung, and then a high ball from Chung takes out Mackins. And that is full time. So Tigers do take the final set of the game, which ends the score 16-6. So that cements Spartans in the position of 3rd in the league, regardless of what happens now on court 2 between London Storm and Bedford Mighty Eagles. So very good play from Spartans. Tigers falling a little bit short on the day, but to be honest, the best result they've had in the league so far, is they can be proud with 4th. They really took a lot of teams by surprise this year. So the last game for the Women's Super League for this season will be on court 2, and we'll be starting here on court 1 with Manchester Bees against Norwich Nighthawks in Men's Super League. I'll be back for the game following. Enjoy.